Hola, my name is Ivan Aristeguieta, and this is About This Much, the most inaccurate cooking show on the web. Forget about recipes and numbers. Use the force. Use your feelings. You've got it in you. You don't need the numbers. Today we're gonna cook eggplant, nasu dengaku, miso glazed eggplant, one of my favorite dishes. And because we're gonna cook with eggplants, and eggplants have become very famous because the emoji, the famous eggplant emoji, we're gonna do a lot of stupid, silly, childish euphemisms with eggplants. Because this is my show, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Your eggplant has to be very oily. Hey, you wanna look at this? My eggplant is so shiny. Enough. That's too much. Too much, okay? Maybe one more. Okay, one more. You wanna eat my eggplant? Enough! Let's get cooking. First thing you need to do is to grab your eggplant and cut it lengthwise. That means along, not cross, along. Like imagine if it was an avocado. Then you have to score your eggplant. Do some beautiful cross scores. Use the tip of your knife, not too deep, okay? Just the tip of your knife. You're gonna score it because you want the heat to go through the eggplant when you cook it. Make it look like a pineapple. Now flip your eggplant and you have to do little, let's call it not too deep. Don't go too deep with the eggplant, okay? Just very shallow cuts on the skin side of the eggplant. Why are we doing this? Because we also want the heat to go through the skin and get inside the eggplant. We're gonna heat the water that is inside the eggplant. By the way, fun fact, in Japanese culture, they say it's important to eat water. That means to eat vegetables with high water content. So eggplant is one of the vegetables with highest water content, so it's actually very healthy for you. Eggplant is a good veggie. Eggplants are good for you. Put some eggplant inside of you. Now we are ready to oil the eggplant. Get some neutral oil with nut flavor, not sesame oil, not olive oil. Use an oil that is corn or canola or vegetable oil, something that doesn't add flavor. It's just oil. We need some fat for non-stick. Rub your eggplant. Rub your eggplant with oil. Make sure your eggplant won't stick to the pan. So on the side of the flesh, yes, you can play a little bit, you can do some DJing. Be gentle with your eggplant, be sexy and be stupid, because this is cooking, you should have fun when you cook. Now the other side of the eggplant, the skin side of the eggplant. Make sure it's very oily. We don't want... Get your pan. I love my pan. This is my favorite pan. This is my cast iron pan. I take care of my pan a lot because a good eggplant needs a good pan. Just make sure it's very hot, oil it. And then because cast iron pans can retain the heat so well, you can turn the heat down. Let it heat up and then put the flame down. It's gonna stay hot and warm for a long time. Let's start with browning the flesh side of the eggplant. Let it stay there for a while. We need some caramelization. We need some color. We need to sear the eggplant, and also we need the moisture inside the eggplant to heat up. We need all that water molecules to steam the eggplant from the inside out. Very juicy, with a lisp. So juicy. Just press it against the pan. We want it to brown evenly. Push it down. Put the lid on. Remember, low heat. We don't want to burn the eggplant. Okay, the eggplant looks good. Let's flip it over. Let's do the same thing. We just want the heat to go through those cuts that we've made on the skin side. Cover it, let it steam. Check out the eggplant. It's so soft and juicy. Very juicy. So juicy. See? Squeeze it a little bit. Treat it carefully. Beautiful. Now, put it aside and let's make the miso glaze. This thing is delicious. You can put it on top of everything. It's gonna taste good. Put that miso glaze on a shoe and you can eat the shoe. What are we gonna need for this miso glaze? Miso, sugar, cooking sake, mirin, which is a sweet sake, sweet cooking wine, soya sauce. Always, if you're cooking Japanese food, use Japanese soya sauce. If you're cooking Chinese food, use Chinese soya sauce. They're both great, but they taste different, and each to their own if you want to nail the flavors. Important thing to know, the miso we're using today is dashi miso, which is miso with a bit of dashi stock. You can see on the label of this miso that has a drawing of some seaweed or or some fish. That's how you know it's got dashi in it. You don't need to learn Japanese to know there's dashi in miso. So with dashi, it tastes a lot better. But with dashi, it's not vegan. So if you want to make this dish vegan, buy the miso without dashi. You must be thinking, what's that symbol on Ivan's t-shirt? That is called ñ, which is an N with a quiff. It's the letter that represents my language. Español. Niño, niña, coño. I'm gonna teach you how to say fuck yeah Venezuelan way. So you say coño sí, like fuck yeah, coño sí. So this show is called About This Much. I'm not gonna tell you how much ingredients you have to use for the miso glaze. You have to figure it out by yourself, and that's trial and error. Search your feelings. We're gonna start with sugar. Put a bit of sugar, maybe more sugar. Put a lot of sugar. It's a glaze, you need sugar. Well, maybe that's too much. Not that much. Let's start with less. Good. Now, a big spoonful of miso. It's a miso glaze. The two main elements of the miso glaze is miso and sugar. You get it? Okay. Now the other ingredients. Soya sauce, cooking sake. Don't drink that sake. Just use it for cooking. If you want a sake to drink, get another sake. This is the cheap one. Now, mirin. Are you asking again how much? I don't know. About that much. A splishy splashy. Black Books. I love that show. Take your saucepan to the stove and heat it up and stir it. We want it to reduce as much as possible, and we want the sugar to start caramelizing. Stir it. Keep stirring. You don't want it to stick. We want a thick glaze. We want like some sort of like a jam. We want a jam consistency because miso glaze, that's my jam. Boom, boom. Keep stirring. Are we ready? Not ready. Oh, now we're talking. See? It's glossy, shiny, it's thick, it's syrupy. Delicious. Now you have to taste it because we put about this much. We don't know if we put enough, and this is what I'm trying to teach you. Yes, I'm going to teach you to just trial and error. Put some ingredients, taste it. Is it salty? Is it sweet? Is it balanced? We need a bit of everything. So in this case, it's more sugar. Now it's ready. Glaze your eggplant. Yeah, just put as much as you want. Remember, we did some of the cuts. That miso is gonna percolate. It's gonna get inside the eggplant through the slits, through the scoring. Mwah. We wanna make like a proper caramelized, glazed miso, whatever you wanna call it. So let's put the eggplant inside the oven. Heat on the top. We just want those bubbles. We want that caramel to be created. Oh my God, look at that oven. It's disgusting. It's dirty. I didn't wipe the oven before doing this shoot. I know you're gonna say, "Oh, Ivan, that oven is dirty." And you're gonna write that on the comments. I know, but this is real life. This is my real kitchen. I live here, and this is reality TV cooking. Not like those cooking shows where everything's clean and beautiful. One day I'm gonna have a big production team and they're gonna clean the oven for me. So if you like this video and you want me to hire more people and create jobs in Australia, please like my YouTube channel. Follow me. Let's make this a big show. Let's give more jobs to Australians. Although Romar, my director, he's Venezuelan. While the eggplant is in the oven, let's cut some green onions or spring onions, or I never know how to call this. What's the name of this thing? The long green ones. In Venezuela we call it cebollín, which means little onion. Cebolla, onion, cebollín, little onion. Slice it thinly. It's gonna add some freshness in your mouth and freshness in your sight. So you want to look at green. It's all brown. Let's put some green stuff. It's good to make it look good. Oh my God, look at that eggplant bubbling. Yes, that's what we want. Look at that caramel. Oh, just so pretty. Just look at it. So pretty. Now, take your eggplant outside of the oven. Make sure it's been caramelizing evenly. Be there for your eggplant. Your eggplant is your friend. Be proud of it. Just enjoy that moment. You've done something amazing. Let's plate. Put it on a nice plate. Put some green onions on top of it. Spring onions. Some sesame seeds. Make sure the sesame seeds you buy are already roasted. You want the slightly brown ones, and they're crunchy, and they taste a lot better. In traditional izakayas, they're gonna serve you with a spoon. You're gonna scoop it out and eat it. I like to eat everything, even the skin, so it depends on what you prefer or not. The creamy bit inside is delicious. The skin is also really good, and it's good for your guts. It's good roughage. Probiotic, prebiotic, you know what I'm talking about. Good mornings. You've made a beautiful eggplant. Share with your friends. I've been telling you about this much. It's about showing off. It's not about you cooking alone, because how are you gonna show off? Have someone there, because they don't know you cooked it, and now you cooked it. Now share with, I always share with Romar, my director. And it's very hard for him to hold the camera and grab the spoon at the same time. Enjoy, this is too good. Enjoy. Oh my God, it's so delicious. Hashtag delicious. 2 O's, Romar? 3 O's? 3 O's. Delicious. Coño sí. Thank you for watching. This is About This Much. Follow me on YouTube. Like me on YouTube, Instagram TV, whatever. Just tell your friends about the show and enjoy. Bon appetit. Buen provecho.